Think you've seen every great action movie out there? Think again. We're diving into 10 explosive, heart-racing films that flew under the radar, but absolutely deserve a spot on your watch list. From jaw-dropping stunts to brutal brawls, these hidden gems pack more punch than most blockbusters. Get ready to discover your next favorite action flick. A remote sawmill in the middle of nowhere. A man just wants to sell his business and live peacefully with his daughter. But then drugs, hidden cocaine shows up on his property, and suddenly he's caught in a deadly war he didn't ask for. A gang of armed criminals comes hunting for their stash, and what follows is a brutal fight for survival. Every corner of the sawmill becomes a trap, every moment a heartbeat away from death. This isn't just a man defending what's his, it's a relentless blood-soaked standoff, where silence is deadly and every move counts. If you're into tight, gritty thrillers where action erupts out of nowhere, Earth and Blood brings the tension fast and doesn't let go. A man walks into a butcher shop, but this isn't your average meat market. It's a trap, a front for a brutal drug cartel. He's there to rescue someone close, but what he walks into is pure chaos. Fists, knives, guns, it's all on the table, and survival means fighting through waves of ruthless enemies. The city around him is corrupt, dirty, and ready to burn, and every second he spends inside puts him closer to death, but he's not backing down. This is a gritty, non-stop action ride with brutal martial arts, intense close-quarters combat, and a hero who won't quit no matter how bad it gets. Desperado is pure adrenaline. You want action? You've just found it.
Where will you be?
In the thick of it. Let's watch the friendly fire, people.
A deadly weapon is about to fall into the wrong hands, and only a sniper unit stands between chaos and control. Deep in the jungles of South America, a covert team is deployed to intercept a powerful militia before they unleash devastation. But nothing goes as planned. Ambushed, outnumbered, and racing against the clock, the mission turns into a brutal fight for survival. Tensions rise, bullets fly, and every decision could be their last. With betrayal lurking and the enemy closing in, the sniper must hold his ground and make every shot count. Sniper, The Last Stand is raw, tactical warfare packed with suspense and action. If you crave edge-of-your-seat military thrillers, this one hits the mark hard.
This is to a new beginning. And watching the utter destruction of our enemies.
He left the battlefield to raise his son in peace. But peace doesn't last long. One morning, everything changes. His son is gone, kidnapped by a mysterious voice that gives him a chilling ultimatum. Wipe out 3 of the world's most dangerous crime syndicates, or never see his child again. Outfitted with a body cam and watched from afar, he dives back into a violent world he tried to forget. Explosions, ambushes, bone-breaking fights. Each mission pushes him further into chaos. But he's not just fighting to win, he's fighting for blood. Seized is a fast, brutal, no-nonsense action ride where the clock is ticking and the bullets never stop flying. If you love gritty solo revenge missions, this one's a must. A cargo ship docks. Looks routine until customs officers find it packed with illegal weapons. What starts as a standard inspection spirals into a global nightmare. Smugglers, double agents, and a secret arms trade operation that stretches across continents. As the investigation deepens, the team is pulled into a deadly web where allies can't be trusted, and enemies are always one step ahead. Explosions, ambushes, and betrayals come fast as they race to stop a deal that could plunge the world into chaos. With pressure mounting and no one to rely on but each other, it's all-out war at the border. Customs frontline is explosive, tense, and absolutely thrilling. This isn't just law enforcement, it's survival. He wanted peace. A blind swordsman hiding from his past, living far from blood and chaos. But when a young girl stumbles into his world, her family slaughtered, her heart burning for revenge, everything changes. He trains her in the deadly art he tried to forget, knowing full well the path they're walking ends in blood. Together they face a rising storm of ruthless killers, betrayal from unexpected places, and a final enemy neither is truly ready for. Each fight brings them closer to the truth and to vengeance. Eye for an Eye 2 is a raw, emotional, and action-packed journey that slices deep. If you crave stories of honor, revenge, and beautiful brutality, this is the sequel that delivers.
So call it. We shoot that way out. We have 12 hours to find the girls.
Chaos erupts as US troops withdraw, and a group of elite female soldiers is sent deep behind enemy lines on a high-risk rescue mission. But what they uncover is far worse than expected, a brutal human trafficking ring exploiting women and children in the shadows of war. Cut off from support and surrounded by danger, they go off mission, turning a covert operation into an all-out war for justice. Every step forward means bullets, betrayal, and survival on pure instinct. These women aren't just soldiers, they're avengers in a lawless land. Dirty Angels is tense, violent, and emotional, delivering raw firepower and moral grit in equal doses. If you're looking for fearless heroes and real stakes, this one hits hard. Earth is no longer safe, at least not below 8 feet. Monstrous creatures called Reapers have taken over, forcing humanity to live high in the mountains. But when a father's sick son needs oxygen filters found only in the deadly lowlands, there's no choice but to go down. With time running out, he joins forces with a scientist who claims she knows how to stop the Reapers for good. What follows is a pulse-pounding descent into a ruined world where every shadow hides death. Abandoned cities, collapsing hope, and predators that never stop hunting. Elevation is a post-apocalyptic survival ride packed with tension, sacrifice, and monsters you'll never forget. One mission, no safety net, just courage against extinction.
Their turf. They're the law now. It's a jungle.
Northern Marseille, where crime runs deep and the rules are written in blood. A tight-knit unit of street cops is doing everything it takes to hold the line, even if that means bending the law to break the gangs. Day after day, they battle drug dealers, chaos, and corruption in one of France's most dangerous zones. But when a major bust spirals out of control, their loyalty is pushed to the edge, and the consequences come fast. Trapped between duty and survival, they're forced to decide how far they're willing to go. The Stronghold is gritty, tense, and brutally real. Based on true events, this one throws you straight into the fire. No capes, no backup, just the streets and the truth.
Devo Island.
A man returns to the island he once called home, but not for a vacation. His brother is dead, and the official story doesn't make sense. As he starts digging, what he finds is far worse than he imagined. A paradise rotting from the inside: drugs, corruption, and a system built to silence anyone who asks questions. Every step puts him in the crosshairs. Every truth he uncovers pulls him deeper into a storm of violence. The island's beauty masks a brutal underworld, and to get justice, he'll have to bring it all crashing down. The island is pure tension, explosive action, and a one-man war in a place where justice was buried long ago. It's paradise, but deadly.